There's sure a lot of keyboard and mouse sets on the market, and for me, when I think of a keyboard and mouse set, I'm thinking about Logitech or Microsoft, but there's obviously a lot of different options to choose from, even really cool looking illuminated ones. Well, today we're going to talk about this ultra slim wireless keyboard and mouse, what my experience has been over the past couple of weeks, all the features and more in this video, coming right up. Hi, welcome to Sid's Tips, and thank you so much for joining me today as we talk about this ultra slim wireless keyboard and mouse that was sent to me by a company called Wistfox. I appreciate them sending it to me, and even though they sent it to me, I will give you my unbiased opinion. I'll also put a link in the description down below where you could see what other people have to say about it, and if it makes sense, you can order it. Definitely very affordable. And I have to say, and we'll get into it more, but I have to say my first thoughts on the keyboard after using it a couple weeks is I'm pretty impressed for a non-brand name keyboard, and it's really definitely met my expectations. Let's talk about what's included first. So obviously you got the box, nothing overly exciting about the box. And then you also have the user manual. So that is the user manual. Next up, we obviously have the keyboard. As you can see, it's a full-size keyboard. It's ultra slim, which is great, and it's nice and quiet. And we'll get closer up so you can see that. It's also, we've got the mouse. And then last but not least, we have the USB. We have the USB adapter, and it's plug and play. So go ahead and plug that back in. And we're good to go. Yep, we're all good to go there. Now let's talk about some tech specs. So first of all, this is perfect for your laptop, which I'm using my laptop for work, if you have a desktop, and of course your TV. So the adapter, you could plug and play into your TV. If by chance it doesn't work where you put the adapter in, you might need, there's a wire dongle that I could also put a link to that should be able to help if by chance the adapter doesn't work. As far as it's a 2.4 gigahertz wireless connection, the range is up to 33 feet. And as far as it's got 19 media shortcuts, so you've got just a ton of those right there on top. You've got everything from your play, pause, your music, you could put it to sleep, you could lock it, you can control the volume, and so it's gonna cover all your basic needs. So that's really, really helpful. It is definitely low profile, ultra thin. It's got 112 keys. It really is about the standard size keyboard. And as far as the mouse goes, it has 3 different DPI levels. It's got 800, 1200, and 1600. And what that allows you to do is change the sensitivity to track and move your mouse. So if you need to cover a wider area quicker, then you could change the DPI. And as I had mentioned, the batteries are not included. So for the batteries, let's talk about that. Batteries for the mouse, you just pull this cover. It's got a section for just one AA battery. I am using a rechargeable battery, and I generally have just charged it up once a week. I think with, it doesn't really say specs of how long batteries should last, but you should definitely get several weeks on the batteries. And reading other reviews, people have gotten a lot longer battery life than I thought. So for me, I just get rechargeable batteries and I'm good to go. And then for the keyboard, you have this section here. This comes off, and then you've got your AAA batteries. And again, I am using rechargeable batteries, and they recharge real quick with the recharger I have. So I would recommend getting rechargeable batteries, because you're gonna over time need to use several, and this definitely could save you some money in the long run. Regarding power and the mouse and keyboard, the mouse will go into sleep mode, and all you need to do to get out of sleep mode is just click on the left mouse button and you should be good to go. If somehow the keyboard is in sleep mode, just tap on the space bar or one of the buttons and that should awake it. For power, if you also want to save on battery life, it does have an on and off switch on the mouse here. And then for the keyboard, it has a power source on the back on the top, which is right here. And then you could just turn that off and then turn that on. All right, now let's go ahead and talk first about the keyboard. So what I like about the keyboard is it's low profile, it's comfortable, how my wrist sits, but I really like the fact how quiet the keys are. So take a listen to this. So yes, you hear a little bit of the clicking of the keys, but it's generally really quiet, I think. And I find it's a very smooth as far as when clicking. And so it's got a good reaction to typing. And I'm really pleased with the keyboard. It feels great. And again, I love the fact that it's just very easy to type with and it's quiet. And also the keyboard, by the way, has rubberized ends on all four corners of the keyboard as well. So it does, my desk does have a little bit of a sheen to it, so it does slip and slide a little bit, but generally not an issue. As far as the mouse, again, it is a very basic mouse. So you have your DPI button right there. Again, that will make a difference for when you want to move your mouse across the screen for the different different DPI settings. And then you've got your wheel, and the wheel is very quiet, it's fairly smooth. And then it also has, which let me go ahead and open my browser here. It does have, if you click to the left, it allows you to go up and down the page nice and easily without having to roll the wheel. So that is a nice feature as well. It doesn't work when you try to go your wheel to the right, only to the left. And that's pretty much on the mouse. So overall, really like the keyboard and mouse set. It's definitely affordable, it works well, and it is quiet. So if you are having sales calls like I do, and you might want to take notes on your computer while having those conversations, then you could do it quietly with this keyboard so you're not hearing a whole lot of clicking going on. Let me know if you have any questions, if you're using the keyboard mouse, leave any comments how it's working for you, and definitely click on the link below so you could check it out, see what other people have to say about it. And again, if it makes sense, you can order it. So I do appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining me today, and we'll see you on the next video.